It is a top 2 matchup between the Lake County Corn Dogs and the visiting Northwest Indiana Oilmen. It's a later start to today's game. There was some rain and issues with the field, but those are all cleaned up, and we are here and ready for first pitch, Jackson.
Yeah, and as you said, it was a rainy one for quite a while, but they have decided to still play this ball game as the Corn Dogs come in as the #1 team, Oilmen second, looking to try and claw back into that. Comilla will lead off for the Oilmen against the Corn Dogs.
Yeah, so due up for Northwest Indiana, it's Jaden Comilla, Kevin Denty, and Randy Seymour, kind of the big three of this team. Randy Seymour, the #3 hitter, leads the league in batting average. He's got a .360 average, and he is an all-star selection. The all-star game will be held next week at Oil City Stadium in Whiting, Indiana. That will be very anticipated. I'm excited for that. And let's talk about the starting pitcher for the Corn Dogs. It's Harrison Dubois. He's pitched 8 2/3 up to this point. In those 8 2/3, he's given up just 1 hit and 1 earned run. He's got a 1.04 ERA. He hasn't pitched a lot, but when he does, he is very efficient, making his 6th appearance and his 2nd game starting. And he will lead things off with Jaden Comilla. The first pitch is a fastball, misses for a ball. And we are underway. The first pitch comes at 7:28 p.m. here in Crown Point, Indiana. Dubois heads to the plate. That one's in for a strike. The Oilmen here for the first time since May 27th, where they lost the first 3 games of the season to the Corn Dogs. They return here. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss from Jaden. Comilla actually forgot his jersey last night. He wore number 42 instead of 27. I thought it was his brother that was playing until about the 8th inning.
Yeah, we were confused there for a little bit, calling him Brandon, and then we got notified that it was actually Jaden.
Dubois strikes out Comilla on a beautiful off-speed pitch. And that's just a good pitch. Comilla giving some word of advice for Denty as he steps up, but Dubois starting things off the right way. First up, and it's a strikeout.
It's exactly what you want to see if you're the Corn Dogs. First at-bat strikeout. Really good showing from Dubois there to just put the ball in the strike zone, not overthink it on this wet day.
So Denty awaits Dubois. He swings and misses. Kevin Denty, another all-star selection for the Oilmen. He's got a .325 average, making his 23rd start for the Oilmen here tonight. The 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. We move to a 1-1 count. And Kevin Denty, I remember that his first at-bat as an Oilman was a home run against the Panthers, and it's been all up since then. But Dubois is looking confident right now. Another swing and a miss from the Oilmen. I don't know if that's a fastball or a changeup, but it's working right now. Nice crowd on hand here for this midweek, early in the week game. The 1-2 pitch is fouled into the fence. We stay at a 1-2 count.
Yeah, and Denty really just has a really good swing of the bat most times. He's really good at fouling off pitches, even when he's behind in a count. He just stays composed at the plate most of the time.
He leads this team in extra base hits. He looks at strike 3, the 2nd straight strikeout for Harrison Dubois, and it comes at the hardest part of this Oilman lineup.
Yeah, what a great way to just stay confident out there on the mound and work through 2 of the top bats on this team. He does now have to face Randy Seymour, who had 2 singles and a double last night, but who knows? Maybe he could strike him out.
Yeah, the Oilmen coming off of a 5-1 loss to the Griffith Generals. The Oilmen 2-2 against the Griffith Generals, who are the worst team in the league. So I find that very interesting.
Yeah, I think most of us did last night.
So Seymour steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. It's been a good start defensively for the Corn Dogs. They're looking to take down the Oilmen for the first time since May 27th. And Seymour swings and misses. It's a 2-1 count with 2 outs here.
That was a good pitch to swing at from Seymour, just a little bit over it. He was ahead 2-0, and good pitch to swing at, as I said.
Seymour fouls this out of play. It's a 2-2 count with 2 outs. The last time these two teams faced was on July 1st, and the Oilmen took down Lake County at Oil City Stadium 11-2. They've won the last 4 matchups against Lake County. And that is just a ball. The middle infield thought that was strike 3, and so did I. But it's a full count. This could be a big spot for Randy Seymour right here. Dubois trying to retire his 3rd straight. Here's the payoff pitch. It's strike 3. Seymour's out on strikes, and that ends the first inning. Harrison Dubois strikes out the side. We'll be back at the bottom of the first on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Rise and shine.
All right. WJOB's Jim Deedlow starts your weekdays at 6 a.m. Jed in the region. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. WJOB, AM 1230 and 104.7 FM.
When you hire certified electrician contractors, you're getting the best. But just as important as our skill and expertise is our culture of safety. We know it's important to you, and we know it's important to them. Certified Electrician represents the NECA IBEW team, a team where safety and productivity go hand in hand. It's why our jobs finish on time and on budget. It's why owners that use us are repeat customers. Certified Electrician, working together, powering Northwest Indiana.
We are back to the action here in Crown Point, Indiana. Starting for the Oilmen is Aaron Buckholz. He's making his first start, or his 3rd start on the season, his 11th appearance, and he's done a good job. He's pitched 20 in 1/3 innings. He's got a 3.98 ERA. And Jackson, he's not typically a starting pitcher, but Adam Enright giving him the start against the Lake County Corn Dogs tonight.
Yeah, he's been a really good middle relief guy for this Oilman team, and Enright just has enough confidence to throw him out there on the mound for the start tonight, and hopefully he can show his stuff that he's been doing in those relief spots.
He struck out 15 batters through 20 in 1/3, and this first pitch is fly to Kevin Denty in left field. It was a deep ball by Kevin Hall, but it's caught for the out. It's the first out in the far bottom of the first inning.
Very effective first out. First pitch, Hall saw, he swung on, and Oilmen were able to produce an out from it.
So here's Gavin Terry. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. This is shot over to Brendan O'Connor at first base, and there's another out. That was rifled to O'Connor. Really a good piece of hitting from Terry, just right at him.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for more efficiency from Buckholz to start this game. 2 pitches and 2 outs.
So now Shane Jones will step in. It's been a quick 2 up, 2 down, and we saw Harrison Dubois strike out the side in the top of the inning. Buckholz, a nice start defensively, but the Corn Dogs, they're piecing these balls together. We'll see if it opens up. It's a 1-1 count on Shane Jones. This pitch low and inside. It's a 2-1 count. Shane Jones on the season, a .314 batting average, and he swings at strike 2. He's been another really solid piece for Lake County this year. Him and so many other players. Just a really complete team. And they're first in the league standings for a reason. They are 2 games ahead of the Oilmen right now.
Yeah, they sit at 21-9 to the Oilmen's 21-11, and they've really rallied in their last few games to win some close ones to put them in first after the Oilmen took it for a week or 2 there.
Buckholz throws a breaking ball outside. It's a full count with 2 outs. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Buckholz strikes out Shane Jones. That ends the first inning. We are scoreless through 1 on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
First time in 30 years, Coors Light has an ad in the big game.
Actually, this is a Miller Lite commercial.
Mountain Cold Refreshment. It's Miller time. Great taste. Less filling. Cold as the Rockies. Chorus commercial. Miller commercial.
Actually, it's a Blue Moon commercial.
I am a success.
I am the future.
I am.
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 I am Ivy Tech Community College. Are you?
Wait! Let me help. Land of Frost. Premium meat. Delicious. And no byproducts.
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
It's common for back patients to have a lot of questions, but at Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, we ask a lot of questions too. We want to know about their jobs, their hobbies, their lifestyle. Because spinal conditions are oftentimes complex and multifaceted, the best solutions take into account work and lifestyle. The spine is at the basis of everything that we do and who we are. For us, surgery is not the first priority. Finding the least invasive option to give you your life back is.
Hard Rock Casinos. Discover your rhythm at Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, just off Exit 6, I-80-94. Hard Rock Casinos, a proud sponsor for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. And we're in the top of the second inning. The All-Star game's in the top of the second inning. I guess that's how things are moving right now.
Yeah, both games very efficient, so hopefully we can see them go hand in hand.
All right, so Dubois went 3 up, 3 down in the first. And it's up to Graham Mastros. He sends this to third base, and it's going to get into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Graham Mastros. A tough play on the infield.
Just some good contact there.
Yeah, good contact, and Owen Winters did the best he could, trying to dive to make the play, but unable to do so. So the Oilmen find their first base runner. And Brendan O'Connor, he usually bats leadoff, but he finds himself in the 5 spot here tonight. He swings at Dubois' fastball and misses. It's an 0-1 count. Brendan O'Connor, another solid piece for the Oilmen. He's got a .275 average, his 24th start this summer. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled out of play. It's an 0-2 count on Brendan O'Connor. Nick Doherty on deck for Northwest Indiana. Graham Mastros standing at first. The 0-2 offering is high and inside for a ball. And Brendan O'Connor tonight playing first base. He's seen that first base spot most of the time when he's on the field.
And he's been very effective over there, been able to glove a lot of hard balls hit his way.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of trouble at first base now that I think about it all season. It's been a lot of Brendan O'Connor and Brennan Phillips that play first base for the Oilmen. Brendan Phillips playing catcher tonight for the Oilmen. His second time playing catcher all year. O'Connor skies this to right field. This is going to be a tough play, but under it for the grab is Scott Hansen. There's one out in the top of the second inning, and that brings up Nick Doherty.
And after striking out the side, Du Bois is now out on the mound, and he's looking a little bit struggling here. Took a few pitches to fly out O'Connor and allowed a hit from Mastros, so really needs to find himself on the mound to get these next 2 outs.
Nick Doherty looks at ball 1. And Doherty in his 59th at-bat for the Oilmen. Another all-star on this team.
Lots of all-stars, 10 of them.
This is shot to left center field. This could drop, but under it for the catch is Gavin Terry. A nice, impressive play, making it look effortless. Doherty got a nice crack on the bat, but it is the second out of this second inning, and Harrison Dubois moving quickly now. It's Brendan Stressler who steps in. Stressler, we've seen less and less of him in the past few games, but making his second straight start. here in Crown Point. Mastro still over at first base. And this pitch in the dirt. Mastros thinks about taking off, and he'll halt at first. A nice block behind the dish by Ethan Nielsen. Harrison Dubois coming into this game with 10 strikeouts through 8 2/3. He struck out 3 straight in that first inning, something we really haven't seen. And if I think about it, I don't know if I've seen a pitcher strike out the side against the Oilmen this season. Could be wrong, but don't recall a specific moment. Dubois pitches to Stressler. Stressler sends this to Terry in center field, and he's under it for the catch. It ends the top of the second inning. We're still scoreless. We'll be back on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
That beach is just too hot. I mean, God, look at it. It's making the sand burn, the mouth dry, the skin cry. I mean, everything's just... Oh, there's Coors Light. Well, mouth desert, meet ice cold beer. Mountain cold refreshment. Let's chill.
BP's natural gas teams use Smart App technology to share data from any well instantly, so they can analyze trends and stop potential problems in their tracks. Because safety is never being satisfied and always working to be better.
Have a student headed to college this fall? If so, you probably have questions, and the best place to find answers is Ivy Tech Community College. Ivy Tech is in your community and offers hundreds of options. Best of all, our tuition is a fraction of the cost of other colleges. Complete a free application to...
We're back at Legacy Fields. It's scoreless for the meantime. This pitch is fouled, and it's caught in foul territory by Brendan O'Connor.
My
goodness.
We were just talking about the great plays he's made over there at first base, and add another one to that one. Just a great slide to get under that one as he ran into the fence out there in right field.
Yeah, just a phenomenal diving catch by Brendan O'Connor. It retired Scott Hansen. And so Ethan Nielsen will step in with 1 out. Buchholz went 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the first, looking to continue to be efficient right here.
The key for Buchholz so far has just been not throwing a lot of pitches. We saw him fill up a count against Jones, but then he struck him out. In his first 2 at-batters, he used 2 pitches and got 2 outs. He already used 1 pitch and got 1 out in this one.
He's ahead of Ethan Nielsen on an 0-2 count. Nielsen fouls this back into the fence, so we stay at 0-2. I think it's important for Buchholz to just stay consistent with his pitches. Do not walk batters against a team like the Corn Dogs. Just stay in the zone and let your defense work, I think, will be the motto here tonight. And he throws a fastball low and in for a ball. It's a 1-2 count on Ethan Nielsen. Nielsen playing catcher for Lake County. He shoots this into right center field, and making the catch in right field is Nick Doherty. That's the second out, and the Oilman defense making some nice plays here.
Yeah, and really, there were some good opportunities for some base hits from this Corn Dogs team, but as you said, the Oilman defense has just been fantastic today, making plays that normal athletes usually won't be able to make.
So here's Danny Poplava, a .278 average, another consistent guy, and this is fouled. It's an 0-1 count. Aaron Buchholz working with 2 outs, nobody on base. And the Corn Dogs and the Oilmen, the 2 best offenses in the league. They average the most runs per game. And this is shot to Mastros at third base, but right at him. It ends the second inning, and Buchholz possibly catching another break. The Corn Dogs offense scoreless. So are the Oilmen. We head to the third on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
The Jed TV Sports Network is now the exclusive home to 8 schools. Subscribe today for a full year of sports coverage by using code JEDTV50. Visit JEDTV.com for more information.
Don't let pain knock you out of the ring. Our hand, wrist, and elbow experts are pioneers worldwide. You need us in your corner. Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Make an appointment today. After our minimally invasive spine surgery, 80% of golfers maintained or improved their handicap. Be treated by the pros to play more like a pro. Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Make an appointment today.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything.
Brendan Phillips leads off the top of the third inning. We're scoreless through the first two. Buchholz 3 up, 3 down the last 2 innings. But Harrison Dubois for Lake County has also looked very solid. Through 2 innings, he's struck out 3 on no runs. We'll see how this pitcher's duel continues. This ball is fair. Phillips trying to beat out the throw from third. It's not in time. And that is the first out. What a play from Owen Winters. On the run, throwing over to first. That is not easy to do, Jackson.
No, that was a great grab right there and a really well-thrown ball as well. And the only knock I was going to say I have on the boys out there is that his pitch count has been pretty high so far, but it was 1 pitch and he got it the first out of this inning, so improving on that a little bit here.
So we're at the number 9 spot in the order. It's Colin Schmidtke making his 9th appearance this season, a late addition, fresh out of high school. And he's been solid. He's only batting .167, but he's only had 18 at-bats, so a very small sample size, and we see what he can do on the base pass. The 1-1 pitch just misses for a ball. Dubois working quickly, and he's throwing strikes. He's making it tough on these Oilman hitters. Here's the 2-1 offering. It's fouled back into the fence. We're even at a 2-2 count with 1 out away in this third. Colin Schmidtke looking to start things off. After him, it's Jaden Comia due up, and he swings at strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout thus far for Harrison Dubois. And the second out of this third inning, it's Jaden Comia to step in. He also struck out in the first at-bat of this game. And Dubois looking really sharp right now.
Yeah, Dubois has done a great job controlling the strike zone so far. The only problem is that you get your pitch count a little bit higher up there when you're striking out guys.
Comia fouls this back out of play. And it's another 2 out, nobody on situation. If you're Harrison Dubois, you have to like that, making it nice for your defense. Here's the 0-1 to Comia. He takes a ball just missing. The fastball was just outside. The 1-1 from Dubois sent straight up in the air over towards second base. Under it is Kevin Hall, who catches it for out number 3. The Oilmen still scoreless. We head to the bottom of the third on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded. Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Safety doesn't come in a box. It's not a banner that goes on a wall. It's not something you do now and then, or when it's convenient. It's using state-of-the-art simulators to better prepare for any situation. It's giving offshore teams onshore support, and it's empowering anyone to stop a job if something doesn't seem right. At BP, safety is never being satisfied and always working to be better.
It's the bottom of the third inning, and it's Zach Zykowski to lead things off in the bottom of the third for Lake County. Zykowski takes a off speed from Buchholz for a ball. It's a 1-1 count on Zach. Buchholz heads towards the plate. This is hit in foul territory, veering towards out of play. It's a foul ball, and Zykowski will await the 1-2 pitch. He's got a nice, bright, pink bat. I kind of like it. Let's see what he can do. Buchholz trying to go for another 3-up, 3-down inning. It's not going to be easy. This pitch just misses outside. We move even to 2-2. Zach Zykowski in his 15th game, a .220 average. He sends this straight up in the air towards left center. Stressler camps under it, making the catch for the first out. And that's what you want if you're the Oilmen defense. Nice soft contact. And there's the first out. It's the number 8 hitter in the Corn Dogs lineup. Owen Winters steps in for Lake County. Buchholz doing a nice job so far. The breaking ball just misses for a ball. And Buchholz, he's a guy that throws his breaking ball almost more than his fastball. From what I've noticed, he is not scared to pound curveballs more often than most pitchers. As the 2-0 pitch is a fastball for a ball. It's a 3-0 count for Owen Winters.
Really, this is the first time we've seen Buchholz fall behind an account against a Corn Dog batter.
The fastball in the zone for a strike, trying to battle back. It's a 3-1 count for Zykowski, or for Owen Winters, excuse me. It's ball 4. The fastball misses in. And there's the first Corn Dog base runner, Adam Walters, to step in, the number 9 hitter for Lake County. And there's the base runner, and something to work with.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Corn Dogs wanted. Don't go over into your swing as most of them have, and just stay consistent and wait for a walk to come.
Adam Walters, a .247 batting average, .313 on base percentage. So he's still been very productive offensively. Buchholz, the pitch is a swing and a miss from Walters. We're even at 1-1.
That's what Buchholz has really relied on. His pitches to just, even if they're outside of the zone slightly, he relies on guys to swing it and miss at them.
The 1-1 missing for a ball. The Corn Dogs on a 3-game winning streak, and they're facing an Oilmen team that is 2-3 in their last 5 games. So kind of on not necessarily a losing streak, as this pitch is in for a strike, but there's been signs of struggles, especially when you've dropped 2 games recently to the Griffith Generals. Not a good stretch of baseball for the Oilmen right now.
Yeah, they've been struggling against the Generals. They got 10-run ruled at Brian Jennings Field, and then, of course, last night a heartbreaking one against the Generals, 5-1. So they've been good against other teams. It seems that the Generals just have their number.
Yeah, that appears to be the case right now. And it's a Griffith Generals team that they're last place in the league. They're fighting desperately to get back in a playoff race, but they're 5 games behind from a playoff spot right now, and it's going to be a tough mountain to climb. This off-speed from Buchholz misses for a ball. It's a 3-2 count for Adam Walters. And after Walters, it's back to the top of the order. Here's the full count. It is fouled out of play. Adam Walters doing a nice job this at-bat.
Yeah, he's just staying with it and fouling off any pitch he sees that's going to be in that zone. He's going to sit on something if it's too far outside.
Offering from Buchholz sent to right field. It's a base hit. And staying at second base will be Owen Winters. And there's 2 runners on for Lake County. It's the top of the order for the Corn Dogs. And there's the first runner in scoring position for the Corn Dogs. And it comes to Kevin Hall. Kevin Hall, 3rd best batting average in the league. He's got a .330 average. And he's been so good in that leadoff spot. He shows bunt. He pulls it back. It's a ball. The Corn Dogs potentially going with some small ball. It's a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Kevin Hall choking up on the bat a tad. He fouls this back out of play. It's a 1-1 count on Hall. Hall, he has 10 RBIs this year. 8 extra base hits. He's a very consistent hitter. And he sends this 1-1 right to O'Connor at first. He bobbles it. That's going to be an error. And the bases are loaded. Brendan O'Connor misread that ground ball. And Jackson, after we were talking so highly about him, he made a diving catch in foul territory. There's an error from the first baseman. And now we are in a jam.
Yeah, and sometimes you just can't make the play, and with the wet field out there, I wonder if that has anything to do with the bobble there.
So the corners are in. O'Connor in on the grass, and so is Mastros at 3rd. There's a force at any base. The Oilmen are a team that's been very successful turning a double play. And this pitch nearly hits Gavin Terry. I thought it did at first glance. Buchholz trying to work out of a tough situation. The 1-1 sent out of play on the left side. And that could have hit a car. The parking lot dangerously close to the field. So a lot of cars are not necessarily safe here. And this is sent into right field. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Doherty throws home. And that is an RBI single for Gavin Terry. It scores the first run of the game.
Yeah, just like that, the Corn Dogs are now ahead 1-0, and that's exactly what they wanted to see. Just stay patient with Buchholz and put contact on something he puts inside the zone, and that's exactly what the Corn Dogs have done so far.
Owen Winters scores from 3rd base. It's a 1-0 Corn Dogs lead. Still with the bases loaded with 1 out. It's the number 3 hitter, the designated hitter, Shane Jones. He struck out his first time up. Corner still in, and he shoots this over to Randy Seymour, and he catches it as the shortstop. And there's 2 outs away. A sense of relief now for Buchholz in this Oilman defense.
Yeah, after going 6 up, 6 down in those first 2 innings, to get out of this one, only allowing 1 run would be perfect for Buchholz. You would have liked to allow none, but 1 is fine. You can always come back from that with the power on this Oilman bat.
So that's a first pitch breaking ball from Buchholz. It's in the zone for a strike. A base hit could be huge. It's Scott Hansen who steps in for the Corn Dogs. He's 0 for 1. He fell victim to the 3 up, 3 down in those first 2 innings. Looking for his first base hit here tonight. The 1-1 just misses the strike zone. It looks like a good pitch. The 2-1 offering sent over the Oilman dugout, out of play. So there's 2 strikes, 2 outs for Aaron Buchholz, trying to get out of this inning with just 1 run. Corn Dogs trying to do the opposite. Here's the 2-2 offering. It's a fastball that just misses. So Jackson, here we are with the bases loaded, 2 outs on a 3-2 count. Here's the payoff. It's ball 4. It walks in a run. The Corn Dogs take a 2-0 lead. And Buchholz wishes he could have had that one back. The Oilmen 0-3 here at Legacy Field. The 2 of these teams have only won when playing at home. The Oilmen 4-0 against the Corn Dogs in Whiting, but 0-3 here in Crown Point. That's just how it goes. The 0-1 pitch is a fastball that's inside. And there's a crooked number in this 3rd inning. The Corn Dogs jump on the Oilmen first. And here's a ground ball to Mastros. He fields it, throws it to first on the run for the 3rd out. That ends the 3rd inning. The Corn Dogs score 2. We head to the 4th on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
The JED TV app is available on your smartphone and streaming devices. If you downloaded the WGOB Network app, then you're good to go. The same app with a new name. If not, head to the App Store on your phone or streaming device, and right now, you'll be able to watch JED in the Region Rush Hour, and all PNW and high school sports right in the palm of your hand or in the comfort of your own living room. That's the JED TV app, available on all streaming devices.
I've never seen ads on top of the roof where it's helping the community.
Midwest Orthopedics, to be your best, see the best. Elite and everyday performers from around the world trust our physicians to help them make a fast, complete recovery. We're here to help you rediscover the best version of yourself. Call Midwest Orthopedics today. So Jackson, here we are in the top of the 4th inning. The Oilmen bats just 1 hit through 3. And I know last night offense was a big struggle against the Griffith Generals. They totaled just 4 hits. And on the verge of having another struggling offensive night tonight. They're down 2 early. What do we want to see from this Oilman offense moving forward?
Just staying patient at the plate. That's what was really the issue last night. They swung it a lot of pitches way outside of the zone that they could have just waited on. And with Denty and Seymour coming up, this is a big spot.
Yeah.
Seymour had 3 hits last night, so definitely a guy who's always patient at the plate and willing to swing at anything he likes.
Yeah, Kevin Denty, he was 0 for 4 last night, and he swings at strike 1. He's put a nice swing on that last pitch. But yeah, Denty struggled at the plate last night, looking for a better evening, and so are the rest of this Oilman team. And off nights happen. That's part of baseball. But the Oilmen, they had first place in the league for about a week. But the Corn Dogs regained first place, and now they're back up by 2 games. They can extend the first place lead by 3 games with a win tonight. Still plenty of regular season left. Here's the 1-2 from Dubois. It's in the dirt for a ball. We're even at a 2-2 count for Kevin Denty.
And as you said, there's always off nights. You know, you always look, it's really how I define a great team in any sport is how you can bounce back from that off night. So if the Oilmen can come out here and show that they're still a great team, it's exactly what I look for.
And that pitch inside for a ball. It's a full count on this leadoff batter in the 4th inning. This could work out for Northwest Indiana. Here's the 3-2 offering from Dubois. It's outside. I almost called that too early, but it's ball 4. And there's a leadoff walk for the Oilmen. Randy Seymour steps in. And Jackson, like you mentioned, he was one of few Oilmen with a solid night. He went 3 for 4 at the plate, driving in the only run of the game. So if there was a bright spot last night, it was Randy Seymour.
Yeah, and Maris told me last night that Seymour's just been putting contact on the ball really well lately. He's been swinging the bat really well lately, and he just likes it, and he hopes that he can continue it through this next stretch of ball games.
Seymour, he's got 17 RBIs, tied for the most on the team. He's got 10 extra base hits. And here could be another one. It's a fair ball. Advancing to third will be Denty. Seymour to second base. And Enright's going to stop Denty at third. And just as I mentioned extra base hits, there is another one. The 7th double this season for Randy Seymour. And there's the Oilman offense we're used to.
Yeah, getting right back to it. Seymour did it last night. He had himself a double that drove in the only run for the Oilmen. And here he is again putting Denty in scoring position and himself with Graham Mastros,
yes,
who has himself a hit here today.
Yeah, Mastros, another very hard-hitting righty with 2 runners on, nobody out. This is the type of spot the Oilmen need to cash in. I think the worst part about last night's game was the amount of runners the Oilmen left on base. They left 15 runners on base. It was the reason they lost was they stranded way too many runners. And they do not want to fall into this same trap. There's 2 runners in scoring position with no outs. A base hit could tie this thing up.
Yeah, and really the key for the Oilmen going forward is just hitting the ball and putting it in play when there's runners in scoring position. I've been told by Enright, by Jennings, by Maris multiple times that that's what they need to do. And if they get to doing that sooner or later, they're going to start winning ball games.
Dubois comes set. It's a 1-1 count on Mastros. Mastros looks at strike 2. And it looked to be a slider from my point of view from Dubois, and it fools Mastros. Mastros, another guy who struggled last night. He was also 0 for 4. Let's see what he can do tonight at Legacy Fields. Here's the 1-2, and that is strike 3, a delayed call, but that's strike number 3 on Mastros. He does not like the call, but Dubois picks up his 5th strikeout. Harrison Dubois looking really strong, but he's going to need to pitch out of a jam here in the top of this 4th. It brings up Brendan O'Connor, the number 5 hitter in the Oilman lineup here tonight. He takes a big swing and miss.
Yeah, and Dubois cannot overthink these next few bats for the Oilmen. They have O'Connor and Doherty, who are both all-stars, and Stressler can get going at some point, so has to stay consistent to get these next 2 outs.
O'Connor fouls this back. A 0-2 count on Brendan, and Dubois looking to bounce back after he let 2 runners on with no outs. He's got O'Connor on an 0-2 pitch. And he's worked that off-speed very nicely here. Looking for his 6th strikeout. He comes set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's a fastball missing inside for a ball. A 1-2 count for Brendan. And O'Connor also tied for the most RBIs on this Oilman team. He has 17 RBIs, tied with Randy Seymour. The 1-2 pitch is popped straight up in the air on the infield. Kevin Hall is under it, making the catch. And there are 2 outs away in this inning. The Corn Dog defense can take a deep breath now.
Yeah, and I'm sure Dubois would have loved a strikeout there to add to his total, but it's almost as good. You get a pop-up, no runners advance, so you still have a chance to get out of this inning without allowing a run.
This could be huge for Lake County right here. Trying to go for another scoreless inning. It's Nick Doherty who steps in. He's 0 for 1, and he swings and misses at strike 1. Dubois has thrown just over 50 pitches. He's got a nice shallow pitch count right now. Doherty hits this into left field. It's going pretty deep, but under it for the catch is Adam Walters. It ends the top of the 4th. The Oilmen strand 2. They trail by 2. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
BP's natural gas teams use Smart App technology to share data from any well instantly, so they can analyze trends and stop potential problems in their tracks, because safety is never being satisfied and always working to be better.
Hello, Hoosier fans. Jim Coyle with Indiana Sports Beat Radio, the only show that covers the Hoosiers, the Big Ten, the Colts, the Pacers, and more. And now you can catch us each Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 on WJOB, the voice of the region. Daily guests like Don Fisher, Mike DeCourcy, Bob Kravitz, and Rick Bozich, the coaches, the players, and playmakers. You'll find them all on Indiana Sports Beat Radio with Jim Coyle, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 on 12:30 a.m. and 104.7 FM.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for Lake County, it's the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up. It's Danny Poplava to start things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Aaron Buchholz back for another inning, and he gave up 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. And we look back on the Oilmen offensively. They had 2 runners in scoring position at second and third base with no outs, and they stranded both of them. And that was the story of last night's game. Hopefully is not the theme tonight. But they wasted a perfect chance in the top of the 4th. But credit to Harrison Dubois. He's done a great job pitching for Lake County so far. We'll see how he continues. The 2-1 pitch on Poplava is a strike. So it's now a 2-2 count on Poplava. He's 0 for 1. The 2-2 swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice job by Aaron Buchholz getting that first out away. And that's the second strikeout here tonight for Buchholz. His 17th strikeout on the season. And a nice first out. So it's Zach Zykowski. He fouls the off-speed back out of play. And yeah, last night, really the worst thing about this Oilmen team, I would say, is leaving runners on base. We've seen it so many times, not only last night, but in most of their losses, they leave double-digit guys on base. Usually it's more than 11. Here's a chopper to Mastros at third. He's going to throw it to O'Connor. He scoops it for the second out. It was a bang-bang play at first base. But Mastros making an impressive effort and a nice scoop by Brendan O'Connor.
Yeah, what a great bounce back from Buchholz here to get 2 quick outs after allowing a pretty wild inning in the 3rd. 2 runs scored and multiple hits, so good way to bounce back and get the first 2 outs here.
So now it's Owen Winters. He drew a walk his first time up. Aaron Buchholz Gave up 2 last inning, one of them not earned because of the Brendan O'Connor error at first base. And another thing is we've seen some more errors than usual, at least in the last 5 games for the Oilmen. The 1-1 is outside for a ball. It's a 2-1 count on Owen Winters. Buchholz doing a nice job. Having a bounce-back inning right here. 2 outs, nobody on base. This is fouled out of play on the first base side. There's now 2 strikes on Winters. Two outs away here in the top, or in the bottom of this 4th. Sending this to Buchholz, and he throws it over the head of O'Connor. How do you miss that throw? My goodness. It's an error on Buchholz. And advancing to second on the bad throw is Owen Winters. So there's now a runner in scoring position that should have been the 3rd out. Unfortunate.
I really thought that was an easy play. Buchholz had himself an easy way to get 1, 2, 3 out of this inning and just
How do you do that? I mean,
you're
I don't know.
10 feet away from Brendan O'Connor. You're looking him in his eyes. It should be a pretty easy throw, but I guess sometimes the nerves get the best of you.
So there's a swing and a miss from Walters. It's the number 9 hitter. Walters singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Trying to aim for this 3rd run. The 1-1 pitch in the zone for strike 2. A nice fastball from Buchholz. And what was supposed to be a nice and easy 3 up, 3 down is a tough spot defensively. Owen Winters, a nice solid lead at second. The 1-2 fouled. Stays at a 1-2 count.
Good chance for Buchholz to redeem himself after that error and get the 3rd out here without allowing a run.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. This is sent to left field. Under it is Kevin Denty, who catches the 3rd out. Nice piece of hitting from Walters, but it's caught and it ends the 4th inning. The Corn Dogs lead 2-0. We head to the 5th on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Did you know?
They decorate over 210,000 cakes a year.
Did you know?
Their butcher will cut your meat your way.
Did you know?
They have trained floral designers in store.
Did you know?
They will make your wedding cake.
Did you know?
They have a variety of deli bakeable entrees.
Did you know?
Their online app has coupons and so much more. Who does that?
Strack and Van Til. Now you know.
Yes!
When it comes to Sunday, choose the right couch. Here's to the original light beer. It's Miller time.
Remember, everyone, tune in from 3 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday for the Region Rush Hour with Tony Panic and Sam Michael.
Well, Sam Michael and Tony Panic.
Well, yeah, Tony Panic, you know, we'll talk about it. Tune in, everybody.
Now do what you do, get loud, go ahead, get loose, get down to business, tell everyone, nothing's off limits, you can have anything you want.
We are back in the top of the 5th inning. There's a pitching change for Lake County. Exiting is Harrison Dubois, and entering is Eric Santaguida. Santaguida has thrown 15 1/3 innings, making his 7th appearance this season. He's got a nice 4.11 ERA, and he is a hard-throwing right-hander. To lead things off for Northwest Indiana will be Brendan Stressler. It's the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up in this 5th inning. Santa Guida trying to go for another scoreless inning. Stressler swings at strike 2. It's quickly an 0-2 count on Brendan.
Yeah, and if he's able to pick up right where DuBois left off, that would be great for Santa Guida to start his relief.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's just tipped foul out of the glove of Ethan Nielsen. That could have very easily been the 3rd strike. But it pops out of Nielsen's glove, and we'll do it again. Here's the 0-2 offering. It misses high. Count moves to 1-2. Harrison Dubois did a great job. He struck out 6 batters through 4 innings. A nice solid outing from him. And Stressler sends this to right field. Under it, making the catch is Scott Hansen for the first out. Nice shot by Stressler into right field, but Hansen was there for the routine fly ball, and Brennan Phillips steps in. He's 0 for 1 here tonight. It's been low scoring so far, and is not typically the case between these two teams. Most of the time it goes into double digits. The last time these two teams faced was on July 1st, and Phillips looks at a ball outside. We're even at a 1-1 count. The Oilmen have won the last 4 matchups between Lake County, but they were all away from Legacy Fields. This is the first home game the Corn Dogs have had against the Oilmen since the first 3 games of the season. Both teams are undefeated against each other at home. Let's see if that streak continues here tonight. Corn Dogs trying to build on that 2-0 lead. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Phillips fouls it off. We even out at 2-2 with 1 out, nobody on base. Santa Guida, he's allowed 1 home run. He struck out 12 batters through 15 and 1/3 innings. Trying to get Brendan Phillips on this 2-2 pitch. Here's the offering. It's just tipped foul again, so Phillips staying alive. Brendan Phillips, a 170 batting average. He's got 8 hits through 47 at-bats. He can come up nicely here in this 5th. Phillips looks at a ball. That fastball just missing. A very close call. So it moves to full count here in the 5th. Santa Guida trying to retire Brendan Phillips. Here's the payoff pitch. It's chopped foul on the 3rd base side. It's turning into a nice solid at-bat from Brendan Phillips.
Yeah, Phillips has done a great job to battle Santa Guida out there on the mound, just swinging at every pitch that comes remotely close to being in that strike zone.
It's a 3-2 count for Brendan Phillips. Here's the offering. It's another foul ball. Why not do it again? After Phillips is the designated hitter Colin Schmidtke, and then back to the top of the order. The 3-2 is strike 3, a very delayed call, but Eric Santaguida strikes out Phillips on the 3-2 pitch. His first strikeout tonight, and the 13th on the season for Eric Santaguida. There's 2 outs and nobody on base. The solid pitching performance from Lake County continues. Schmidtke sends this to right to Santa Guida. He flips it to first, and it ends the top of the 5th. It is another 3 up, 3 down for Lake County. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Oilmen trail 2-0 on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
You didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't know Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra. Now, you do.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til to go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein and Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Ivy Tech. All of our programs are designed to lead you toward a great career. That's just one reason 92% of our alumni would choose Ivy Tech again. Find the program meant for advancing you toward your career quickly and affordably. So it's the bottom of the 5th inning, and back for another inning of action is Aaron Buchholz. He's allowed 2 runs, one of them earned, and he's really done a solid job tonight. He's been throwing strikes. The Corn Dogs have just 2 hits.
It's just been the walks that have kind of let those runners score. He's had 2 of them so far, and if he can just compose himself and put the ball in the strike zone a little more consistently, I'm not saying all the time, but there's a good chance he could work through this 5th inning.
It's the top of the order for Lake County, and Kevin Hall sends this into center field for a base hit. It's a leadoff single in the bottom of this 5th inning. And Gavin Terry will step in. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI here this evening. And we're entering the tough part of this Lake County offense. Terry is 1 for 2 here. The first pitch misses outside for a ball. And Gavin Terry looking to continue this offense. He swings and misses from Buchholz's fastball. It's a 1-1 count. Gavin Terry this year, just a 209 average, but he has a 433 on-base percentage. And he's very helpful on the defensive side as well. He does a lot of things to help this team win, does Gavin Terry. And he looks at a ball. It's a 2-1 count for Gavin. Here's the 2-1 offering. It's sent right to Comia. He flips to Seymour. Seymour back to O'Connor. It's a 4-6-3 double play. Nice job by the Oilmen defense. They turned their 23rd double play this season.
Yeah, and if you're Terry, you have to hustle to the first base bag. Looked like he started to walk there near the end of it and just kind of gave up on the play there.
Yeah, Terry, we know the speed he has. And so there quickly are 2 outs. This is sent to Seymour, who makes a diving grab. Shane Jones, a first pitch line out to Seymour, and add that to his highlight reel. That ends the 5th inning. The Corn Dogs lead 2-0. We head to the 6th on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
This place teaches you to be genuine, to be the same person today as you were yesterday. People from Indiana, they're pretty comfortable with who they are. And you know, I think that puts the people around them at ease to be comfortable with who they are.
The values that built Indiana are here in Strack and Van Til. We're Indiana's grocery store, and we're proud to be Indiana made.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Don't let pain knock you out of the ring. Our hand, wrist, and elbow experts are pioneers worldwide. You need us in your corner. Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Make an appointment today.
It's the top of the 6th inning here at Legacy Fields in Crown Point, Indiana. The Oilmen trail by 2, and Comia will ground out right to Eric Santaguida. There's the first out on the first pitch. And this is looking like what could be another tough inning offensively. It appears like the Oilmen have just hit a wall.
Yeah, and the Corn Dogs pitching has just been phenomenal today. Between DuBois and Santaguida, they've been able to command the strike zone so far and get consistent strikeouts, and if not, just quick outs.
Kevin Denty looking for his first hit here tonight. He's 0 for his last 5 at-bats. And the Oilmen as a team, they showing signs of struggle. Still the second best team in the league, 21-11 record. As Denty sends this to first base, and stepping on the bag is Danny Poplava. There's 2 up, 2 down. But yeah, another example of this Oilmen offense not able to produce. They're 2-3 in their last 5 games, on the verge of dropping their second straight. Randy Seymour to step in. He's 1 for 2. Last night he picked up 3 of the team's 4 hits. That first pitch is low for a ball. Santaguida, his second inning of work.
Yeah, and Seymour's done it again here today. He has a double on the day, and it's just been efficient out there.
So Seymour looks at ball 2. It's quickly a 2-0 count. 2 outs and nobody on base. The Oilmen trail by 2 runs. The 2-0 is sent straight up in the air. Danny Poplava will be under it, and he makes the catch. It's another 3 up, 3 down inning for Lake County. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Corn Dogs lead by 2 on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Lando Frost Premium Meat. The Jed TV Sports Network is now the exclusive home to 8 schools. Subscribe today for a full year of sports coverage by using code JEDTV50 at checkout. Visit JEDTV.com for more information.
You didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't know Miller Lite has more taste and only 1 more calorie than Michelob Ultra. Now you do.
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
We have a new pitcher for the Oilmen in the bottom of this 6th inning. It's Justin Egan, in his first appearance this season. He plays for Trinity Christian College. He's a right-handed pitcher, and he's in a tough position. His team down 2 runs. And Jackson, it feels like at this stage of the game, if you let the Corn Dogs widen this lead, you got to think it could be over. you want to not allow them to score any more runs and do what you can on offense at this point.
Yeah, and I think we've seen it about every game that these two teams have faced off. It's been the scoring that has decided the outcome. So if the pitchers can do your thing and Egan can go out there and replace Buckholz and have an effective next few innings, the Oilman bats can have a chance to bounce back from this 2-run deficit and make this game interesting.
And these two teams saw each other in the finals last year. They very well could meet again in this year's playoffs. They're the two teams that have led the league. The Corn Dogs have led in the majority of the time. The Oilmen took first place for a short stint, but Lake County back in first place. And Egan, a 2-0 count for Scott Hansen. He fouls this back out of play. Count moves to 2-1. It's been scoreless this entire time except for the bottom of the third, where Lake County found a way to score 2 runs. And other than that, there's been no other scoring. Fouling this back into the fence is Hansen. We're even at a 2-2 count. There's been just 5 total hits. The Oilmen 2 hits, the Corn Dogs 3. But 2 runs is the only thing that matters compared to the Oilmen 0. The 2-2 offering is sent to Seymour, makes a nice play, throws it back to O'Connor, and it's just in time for the first out. Hansen grounds out to Seymour, and there's 1 up and 1 down for Justin Egan.
Seymour just a great job to glove that, put it right in the pocket, and make a great throw over to O'Connor at first for a good and efficient first out.
So stepping in now is the catcher, Ethan Nielsen. He's 0 for 2. He's due for his first base hit this evening. And there's a first pitch strike from Justin Egan. The 0-1 pitch called a ball, just missing outside. Nielsen's got a .333 batting average, .463 on-base percentage. Him and Ronko Stefanovic trade off as the catcher, and they both do a great job. Nielsen takes ball 2 on the off-speed from Egan. And I think the fact that the Corn Dog offense, the fact that they are so balanced, is what makes them so dangerous. They have the best offense in the league. It's debatable, but they average the most runs and hits per game out of anyone else. And Nielsen awaits the 3-1 count. He can be picky. Here's the 3-1 offering. He sends this to right field. Nick Doherty is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. A nice shot to right from Nielsen, but Doherty was under it to make the grab. 2 up, 2 down for Justin Egan. And a nice job moving his way quickly through the bottom of this 6th inning. The Corn Dogs playing a nice clean game, have not committed an error or anything of sort. That is a beautiful breaking ball falling for a strike. It's Danny Poplava, the first baseman. He's 0 for 2 with the strikeout tonight. He sends this 0-1 slowly down third base. Mastros throws to first. It's not in time. It's an infield single for Danny Poplava. It was kind of like a swinging bunt, and those seem to be effective. It works. It's a 2-out single, and it does the job in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and that was a nice little slow roller. Egan looked like he was going to try and run after it, just wasn't in front of it. Mastros had to glove that one and didn't have enough time to make the play over to O'Connor.
So Zach Zykowski steps in. He is 0 for 2. And the fastball in the zone for a strike. Nice job by Egan right here, attacking the zone early for first pitch strikes. The 0-1 is an off-speed sent right up the middle to Seymour. He fields it, throws it to O'Connor. It ends the 6th inning. The Corn Dogs lead 2-0. Oilmen still scoreless as we enter the 7th inning on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Hello, Hoosier fans. Jim Coyle with Indiana Sports Beat Radio, the only show that covers the Hoosiers, the Big Ten, the Colts, the Pacers, and more. And now you can catch us each Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 on WJOB, the voice of the region. Daily guests like Don Fisher, Mike DeCourcy, Bob Kravitz, and Rick Bozich, the coaches, the players, and playmakers. You'll find them all on Indiana Sports Beat Radio with Jim Coyle, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 on 1230 a.m. and 104.7 FM.
Meet football legend Tom Flores, a.k.a. the Iceman, a.k.a. the first Latino quarterback and head coach ever, a.k.a. why isn't he in the hall yet? Well, Coors Light is going to do something about it.
I'll drink to that.
It's common for back patients to have a lot of questions, but at Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, we ask a lot of questions too. We want to know about their jobs, their hobbies, their lifestyle. Because spinal conditions are oftentimes complex and multifaceted, the best solutions take into account work and lifestyle. The spine is at the basis of everything that we do and who we are. For us, surgery is not the first priority. Finding the least invasive option to give you your life back is.
Welcome back to the action. The Oilmen trail 2-0. We head to the top of the 7th. It's Graham Mastros. The 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. Graham Mastros, Brendan O'Connor, and Nick Doherty. Mastros is 1 for 2 this evening. And he looks at ball 1. It's a 1-1 count on Graham. And he's had his fair share of work at third base. He's been busy at the hot corner. Here's the 1-1 offering. It's a fastball that's outside. Eric Santaguida back for another inning of action. His third inning. It starts in the top of this 7th. The 2-1 is a swing and a miss. It's a 2-2 count on Mastros. The All-Star game, MLB All-Star game also going on. The AL looking to win for the 10th straight year. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, 10 straight is absurd, but the NL has a good shot to do it this year.
Yeah, that'll be a fun game to follow along with. It's a 3-2 count here against Mastros, and he sends this slowly to the shortstop, making the throw, and not in time. Zach Zykowski, a nice job fielding that ball, but Mastros just able to beat the throw. And a nice way to start off this 7th inning for the Oilmen.
Yeah, Mastros now has himself a multi-hit game, and to start this inning gives the bats up behind him a lot of confidence, especially with the firepower they have in O'Connor and Doherty. Good chance for the Oilmen to score their first run of the ballgame.
So Brendan O'Connor steps in. He looks at ball 1. And guys, it is the 7th inning. And that means it is trivia time.
I like the sound of that.
So we'll get to the question in just a second. Here's the offering, and that is a foul ball home run. At least it looked like it.
That was blasted, and yeah, I think you're right.
A nice job by O'Connor, but it was foul, and Santaguida catches a break. Santaguida, he's done a really nice job through 2 innings, just 25 pitches. He struck out 1, and he's allowed just 1 hit. This is sent to center field. Gavin Terry does not make the catch. It's the right fielder who comes down with it. It's Scott Hansen making the catch in right field. And that was a tough play. The outfield coming up nicely for Lake County. That's the first out. And the trivia question is, who are the top 3 players with the most career grand slams in MLB history? All 3 are very notable players.
Okay, I like this question.
And because Zach had to drive 3.5 hours in traffic, we'll let him go first.
We'll go with the home run king, Barry Bonds.
Nope, not Barry Bonds. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. Here's Nick Doherty. Fouls this back into the fence. He's quickly down 0-2. Oilmen, they stranded 2 runners in the top of the 3rd inning. They had runners at 2nd and 3rd with no outs. They stranded both of them, and now they trail by 2 runs here. Doherty sends this to Shane Jones. He flips to Zykowski, back to first base. It's a double play. The Corn Dog defense gets out of the top of the 7th. It's another scoreless inning. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Corn Dogs lead 2-0 on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
AP's natural gas teams use smart app technology to share data from any well instantly, so they can analyze trends and stop potential problems in their tracks, because safety is never being satisfied and always working to be better.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost premium meat.
I am a success. I am the future.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am. I am.
I am Ivy Tech Community College. Are you?
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
That beach is just too hot. I mean, God, look at it. It's making the sand burn, the mouth dry, the skin cry. I mean, everything's just... Oh, there's Coors Light. Well-mouthed desert, meet ice-cold beer. Mountain cold refreshment. Let's chill.
It's the bottom of the 7th inning here at Legacy Fields. The Corn Dogs lead 2-0. And Jackson, it has been another slow offensive night for the Oilmen. And this one's not looking good right now, but anything can happen.
Yeah, they've just struggled to find contact on the ball. Really good pitching from the Corn Dogs tonight, being able to compose themselves and find the strike zone quite often. If the Oilmen could just put together a few hits and a good pitch here from now Connor Collins out there on the mound, that they could possibly jump back into this one in the late innings as they have so many times.
Yeah, there's another pitching change for the Oilmen. Justin Egan exits and Connor Collins comes in out of the bullpen. Collins making his 3rd appearance this season. And Owen Winters sends this to right field. Nick Doherty unable to track it. It drops in right center. And that was a tough play. Doherty looks like he just lost it in the light.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a single for Owen Winters.
I was tracking that one, and I was wondering who was going to get under it, whether it was going to be Doherty or Stressler out there, which one of them was going to come in on it, and neither one of them seemed to come towards the ball, and it just dropped right in front of both of them.
So not the best start for the Oilmen in this 7th inning. It's the 9-hitter Adam Walters. After him it goes the top to Kevin Hall. So that was the 5th Lake County Corn Dog hit. The Corn Dogs have totaled 5 hits, the Oilmen just 3 hits. And last night, the Oilmen were only able to muster 4 hits, so another slow offensive evening. Here's the 2-0 offering. It's fouled back and out of play. Adam Walters, yeah.
I do have a guess.
Yes, go ahead.
Griffey?
Nope, not Ken Griffey. They are all former players. They are all from the AL. All from the AL, all older players. One of them is old. 2 of them played on the same team. No, or played for the same team, not at the same time. So, take what you want with that.
But like, how old? Are we saying retired or like?
One of them's not with us anymore. He's gone. He's dead.
What a way to put it.
So the 3-2 pitch is outside for ball 4. Adam Walters draws a walk, and there are back-to-back base runners for the Corn Dogs. I don't know what the exact division is called, but they're both in the same division, both teams in the AL. They were both, 2 of the 3 players were popular in the 90s into the early 2000s. Here's a bunt. It moves to foul territory. Kevin Hall, the leadoff man, he's 1 for 3. Not Big Papi, but one of the guesses played on the same team as Big Papi. So you're close. Good guess. The 0-1 misses high. Kevin Hall looking to knock in an RBI. A base hit could really close the door on this one. Hall has 10 RBIs this year. He's got a .330 average. Connor Collins, the pitch. A nice swing and a miss. The fastball got past Hall. So there's now 2 strikes on Kevin.
Is McGuire on there?
It is not Mark McGuire. Another good guess, but no. The 1-2, a check swing, but it misses high for a ball. A nice breaking ball from Collins, but just off the zone. Count moves even at 2-2. The pitch is fouled straight back into the fence. We're going to do it again. And Jackson, I think it's your turn whenever you're ready.
No, I just guessed. I just guessed McGuire.
Oh,
so
yeah. It is
we'll
Zach's
go to
turn.
Zach.
It's Zach's turn. This pitch is hit into right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. And halting at third base will be Owen Winters. So the bases are loaded with no outs. The Corn Dogs are threatening once again, this time coming in the bottom of the 7th. Gavin Terry will step in. Terry comes in at an important moment. A base hit could potentially score 2 runs. Terry has knocked in 11 runs. He's 11 RBIs so far this season. That first pitch inside for ball 1. And you got to think the Corn Dogs are going to score at least 1 more, if not more. The 1-0 pitch misses low. So it's a 2-0 count, and what you do not want if you're this Oilman defense is to walk in a run.
Yeah, that would be devastating for Collins out there on the mound, and for him to regain and get these next 3 outs would be difficult.
The 2-0 pitch misses. It's another ball. No, it's a strike. Excuse me. My apologies. It's a 2-1 count on Gavin Terry. No outs, and the bases loaded. This one gets away. This is a wild pitch, and a run scores. Scoring from third base is Owen Winters, and it's a 3-0 Corn Dog lead. Advancing to second is Kevin Hall, and at third is Adam Walters. The 3-1 pitch to Terry outside for ball 4. The bases loaded once again, and the Corn Dogs building on their 1-run 7th inning. Yes, that is correct. Manny Ramirez, the 3rd most grand slams in MLB history. And the last 2 guesses are both Yankees.
Jimmy Fox.
That is incorrect.
Way back there.
Not Babe Ruth.
Maris?
Nope, not Roger Maris. Some good guesses, though.
Trying to go for the old one.
Manny Ramirez, 3rd most with 21 grand slams. A-Rod is correct. He has the most grand slams in MLB history with 25, leading all of the MLB. So Zach wins, but you can still guess.
Is it Mantle?
Not Mickey Mantle. Very close. You're in the right vicinity, but still incorrect. Lou Gehrig is correct, and as this pitch is skied to Nick Doherty in right field. He makes the grab. Tagging from third base is Adam Walters. It's a sacrifice fly. It's a 4-0 Lake County lead in the bottom of the 7th inning. So a nice solid 7th for Lake County, extending this lead, and they have a shutout going. It's a 4-0 Corn Dog leads. 1 out, runners on first and second base. So congratulations to Zach Carr sweeping Jackson in the trivia challenge. Scott Hansen, he looks at ball 1. Hansen 0 for 2. He has an RBI though. So he's helped produce here this evening. The 1-0 pitch misses high. Collins, he's given up 2 runs. It's been a rough inning for him. He came into this game having only pitched a few innings. He's pitched just 2 innings up to this point. In those 2 innings, he allowed 3 hits on 4 earned runs. So it's another rocky appearance for Connor here tonight. Unfortunate to see. The 3-0 fastball clips the strike zone. Count moves to 3-1. After Scott Hansen, it's Ethan Nielsen who is on deck. The 3-1 fastball misses outside. It's another walk. The 3rd walk this inning. Collins starting to show some real struggle with the command. And manager Adam Enright going to come out and have a word with him. The bases are loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, really just a tough spot for Collins to be in, and it looks like he will exit here as Jack West will enter the game as the last remaining bullpen arm for the Oilmen.
Yep, and we will take a short break. You're listening to the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Rise and shine.
All right. WJOB's Jim Deedlow starts your weekdays at 6 a.m. Jed in the region. And be sure to follow us on Facebook. WJOB, AM 1230 and 104.7 FM.
When you hire certified electrician contractors, you're getting the best. But just as important as our skill and expertise is our culture of safety. We know it's important to you, and we know it's important to them. Certified Electrician represents the NECA IBEW team, a team where safety and productivity go hand in hand. It's why our jobs finish on time and on budget. It's why owners that use us are repeat customers. Certified Electrician, working together, powering Northwest Indiana.
It's a pitching change for the Oilmen. Jack West to sub in for Connor Collins. Jack West making his 6th appearance. He's pitched 12 2/3. He has a 4.26 ERA. As a team, the Oilmen a 4.17 ERA, the second best in the league behind the Lake County Corn Dogs. And this inning continues to build for Lake County. West, his first pitch fastball misses for a ball. Bases loaded, just 1 out. 2 runs have been scored in the 7th. It's Ethan Nielsen. He takes strike 1. Nielsen, he's 0 for 3. He can do some damage with a base hit. Nielsen's batting .333. He's knocked in 8 RBIs this year, and having a word, it's Brendan Phillips having a chat with Jack West. And Jack West, through 12 2/3, has given up 8 hits on 6 earned runs. He's struck out 9 batters and walked 12. So some good numbers from West. He's been consistent, and he's in for his 6th appearance this year. That pitch not in the zone. It's a 2-1 count for Ethan Nielsen. And really, if you just put this ball in play, most likely another run will score. Here's the 2-1 offering. It's hit nicely out of play for a foul ball. We're even at a 2-2 count. And if you're Jack West, you really need an out in this situation. A strikeout would be ideal for the Oilmen. The 2-2 pitch, it's an off speed that is called for strike 3. Nielsen strikes out looking. That is a big out for the Oilmen. 2 outs away, bases full. And it's Danny Poplava who steps in for Lake County.
Now a good chance for West to get out of this inning and stop the bleeding.
Poplava is 1 for 3. He has 1 strikeout on the ball game. Poplava, .413 on base percentage, .278 batting average. Very consistent guy in the Corn Dog lineup. He's quickly down 0-2 after he fouled that pitch off. Jack West looking for back-to-back strikeouts after coming out of the bullpen. Here's the 0-2. It's a fastball that misses outside. A good miss from West, though. Jack West in a tough spot, facing a jam. That is an off-speed pitch for strike 3. Beautifully done by West. He strikes out the last 2 batters. The Corn Dogs strand 3 but score 2. It's a 4-0 Lake County lead. We head to the 8th inning on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
First time in 30 years, Coors Light has an ad in the big game.
Actually, this is a Miller Lite commercial.
Mountain Cold Refreshment.
It's Miller time. Great taste, less filling.
Cold as the Rockies.
Coors commercial, Miller commercial.
Actually, it's a Blue Moon commercial.
I am a success. I am the future.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am. I am.
I am Ivy Tech Community College. Are you?
Wait! Let me help. Land of Frost. Premium meat. Delicious. And no byproducts.
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay. Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
It's common for back patients to have a lot of questions, but at Midwest Orthopedic Specialty Hospital, we ask a lot of questions too. We want to know about their jobs, their hobbies, their lifestyle. Because spinal conditions are oftentimes complex and multifaceted, the best solutions take into account work and lifestyle. The spine is at the basis of everything that we do and who we are. For us, surgery is not the first priority. Finding the least invasive option to give you your life back is.
BP Whiting, an energy company with purpose, one that is trusted by society, valued by shareholders, and motivating for everyone who works at BP. We head to the top of the 8th inning, and it's Brendan Stressler who will start things off. In last night's game against the Generals, he was 0 for 3, and he's 0 for 2 tonight, looking for his first base hit. Here's the 0-1 on Stressler. He hits this straight up in the air. This will be a tough catch. Nielsen defers to the third baseman, and making the grab is Owen Winters. 1 up, 1 down. And Eric Santaguida back for his 4th inning of work after Harrison Dubois exited with 6 strikeouts. Santaguida picked up where he left off. He has not allowed a run, and he is moving quickly. Phillips hits this to Zykowski. Zykowski feels it, throws over to first base for the second out. And how about this Corn Dogs defense? Moving quickly. Could be another 3 up, 3 down. We've seen that 4 times in this game. It's the number 9 hitter, Schmidtke.
It has just been a fantastic game from this Corn Dogs defense so far, looking to end this inning very efficiently.
Schmidtke is 0 for 2. He has 1 strikeout. The Oilmen on the verge for their first shutout loss this year. They have avoided a shutout all season long up to this point. Let's see if they have anything left in the tank. They are really starting to run out of time. The Corn Dogs look dominant right now. Santa Guida, the 2-0 pitch to Schmidtke misses low. It's a 3-0 count. Nobody on base and 2 outs. And you look back to the loss last night, leaving 15 runners on base. Just unacceptable. And that 3-0 just clips the zone. That is a called strike. We have a 3-1 count to Colin. Corn Dogs undefeated at home against the Oilmen. The 3-1 is another called strike, and just like that, Santa Guida fighting back from this 3-0 count. It's a full count to Schmidtke. This could end the 8th inning. The top of the 8th, at least. Here's the 3-2. It's fouled back into the fence. Santa Guida went with a breaking ball on that full count.
Yeah, and on both of those pitches that were called strikes, Schmidtke thought it was ball 4, especially that first one. He almost ducked out of the way of it. Thought it was a ball.
The full count fouled back out of play. The Oilmen as a team, 21-11, 5-7 on the road, however. They have a losing record when away from Oil City Stadium. They are very dominant when at home, but can't seem to find ways to win when they're on the road. And the 3-2 pitch misses inside. There is a walk for Schmidtke. And we head to the top of the order. It's Jaden Comia now. And Kevin Denty on deck. And I think if you're going to score at least 1 run, you got to do it with this part of the lineup due up right here.
You know, and this reminds me of a certain situation where Comia was having himself a rough day. He's 0 for 3 today, and then he came up to the plate and hit a walk-off home run. Not the exact same situation, but chance to score the first run of the game. Comia is definitely the guy to do it.
So this pitch gets away from Nielsen, and Schmidtke will advance to second base on the wild pitch. So there is another runner in scoring position. First time we've seen that for the Oilmen on offense in quite a few innings. So with 2 outs, there's a runner at second. Comia looks at ball 2, and yeah, like you said, he's 0 for 3 tonight, not having the best of games. He was 1 for 4 last night. And Nielsen going to come to the pitcher's mound to have a word with Santa Guida. Yeah, if you're Lake County, what you want to do is just completely put away the Oilmen. Do not give them any hope. Corn Dogs looking for their 4th straight win. The 2-0 to Comia is sent to Zykowski. He fields it cleanly. The throw to first is in time. That's the 3rd out. It's another scoreless inning. Corn Dogs defense doing a phenomenal job. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Corn Dogs lead 4-0 on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack and Van Til to go. Our to-go service is easy to use, and it can save you time and money. Once your order is in, our own Strack and Van Til team preps your order with care. For delivery or pickup, enjoy the convenience of letting our to-go team shop for you. Enjoy your special moments. Sign up online today at shop.strackandvantil.com.
That beach is just too hot. I mean, God, look at it. It's making the sand burn, the mouth dry, the skin cry. I mean, everything's just... Oh, there's Coors Light. Well, mouth desert, meet ice cold beer. Mountain cold refreshment. Let's chill.
BP's natural gas teams use smart app technology to share data from any well instantly, so they can analyze trends and stop potential problems in their tracks. Because safety is never being satisfied and always working to be better.
Have a student headed to college this fall? If so, you probably have questions, and the best place to find answers is Ivy Tech Community College. Ivy Tech is in your community and offers hundreds of options. Best of all, our tuition is a fraction of the cost of other colleges. Complete a free application today.
It's the bottom of the 8th inning here at Legacy Field in Crown Point, Indiana. It is a solid 4-0 Corn Dogs lead. It's the bottom of this 8th inning, and this is sent to right field. Nick Doherty makes the grab. Zach Zykowski flies out to right. He's now 0 for 4 on the ball game, but it doesn't matter because his team's up 4.
Yeah, and these next two guys coming up, Winters and Walters, have scored all 4 of these runs combined tonight. So both of them very dangerous up at the plate.
Yes, Winters, he's 1 for 2. It's the 8 and 9 hitters due up. Owen Winters and Adam Walters. Jack West on the mound for his second inning of action. The 0-1 sent to right field once again. Nick Doherty under it, making the catch. And those are back-to-back plays to right field. And the Oilmen moving quickly in this 8th inning. So it's the number 9 hitter, Adam Walters. 2 up, 2 down for Jack West. And he's doing a nice job coming out of the bullpen, but his team, not a lot of run support at all. In fact, 0 runs.
Yeah. First time we may see the Oilmen shut out if they can't get anything going after the final out of this inning.
Yeah, the Corn Dogs on their way to snap a 4-game losing streak against the Oilmen. They're undefeated against the Oilmen at home. This was the first time we've been in Crown Point since May 27th. Here's a chopper to Mastros. He throws to O'Connor, and that ends the 8th inning. 3 up, 3 down for Jack West. We head to the top of the 9th. The Oilmen will have their last 3 outs to work with on the Northwest Indiana Oilmen Broadcasting Network.
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
The JED TV Sports Network is now the exclusive home to 8 schools. Subscribe today for a full year of sports coverage by using code JEDTV50 at checkout. Visit JEDTV.com for more information.
Don't let pain knock you out of the ring. Our hand, wrist, and elbow experts are pioneers worldwide. You need us in your corner. Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Make an appointment today. After our minimally invasive spine surgery, 80% of golfers maintained or improved their handicap. Be treated by the pros to play more like a pro. Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Make an appointment today.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything.
We head to the top of the 9th inning. The Oilmen just 3 outs left to play with. They trail by 4. This could be the first shutout the Oilmen have had all year long. Due up in this 9th inning, it'll be Kevin Denty, Randy Seymour, and Graham Mastros, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. They need to find a way to come up with 4 runs. Just 3 hits all game long for the Oilmen, the Corn Dogs. They've had 6 hits, and they scored 2 runs in the 7th, 2 runs in the 3rd. And they can shut out Northwest Indiana with 3 outs right here. It's Austin Pizer on the mound for Lake County. He faces Kevin Denty. Denty is 0 for 2. He walked once. He has 1 strikeout. The 1-0 is low for a ball. It's a 2-0 count for Kevin. Just a rough game altogether for the Oilmen. Has not gone their way. Denty fouls this one off. A win here for the Corn Dogs would put them 3 games ahead of the second place Oilmen, and it would just put them farther ahead in first place. Denty awaits the 2-1. It's sent to shallow center field. Gavin Terry unable to reach it. It's a leadoff single for the Oilmen.
Great contact there from Denty to get his first hit of the day.
Yep.
He walked earlier but was 0 for 2, and it's exactly what you want to see from one of your better bats in the lineup, now putting Seymour, who's been a hitting machine as of late.
Yeah, Seymour. He leads the Northern League in batting average. He's 1 for 3 tonight. And Denty, a leadoff single, something we haven't seen a lot of. Seymour sends this near right field and foul territory. It drops. So it's an 0-1 count on Randy, who's 1 for 3. He struck out once in this one. Austin Pizer trying to finish off Northwest Indiana. It's an 0-1 count for Seymour. Seymour, he had a really impressive night last night. He hit a double earlier in the 4th inning. The only extra base hit of this one. And that pitch low and away for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count on Seymour. Here's the 1-1 from Pizer. This one's sent near right field again. It's veering foul. And if that was a fair ball, that would most likely have been caught. So it's now 1-2 for Randy Seymour.
Yeah, Seymour continues to make good contact and fight off pitches no matter who the pitcher is. He's just a very strong bat to have in this lineup for the Oilmen.
Pizer trying to get Seymour out of the way. He's ahead of Randy with a 1-2 count. He looks back, and here's the offering. It misses again. We're even at 2-2. And Mastros is on deck. After Graham Mastros, it's Brendan O'Connor. Here's the 2-2. It's fouled out of play once again. And yeah, Randy Seymour doing a really good job right here of seeing pitches. This game had a chance of not even being played. There were rain concerns early on, but the field stayed dry enough. Here's the 2-2. It's in the dirt for a ball, and it's a full count. The scoreboard turned off in right field.
What a mystery.
Well, we know the score. It's 4-0.
That's apparent.
No confusion there.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-2, fouled once again. Seymour doing a really nice job against Austin Pizer. Randy Seymour, a quality at-bat right now. The payoff pitch is sent to third base. Winters feels it, throws to second in time. He gets Denty out, the lead runner. A really nice job from Owen Winters on the fielder's choice. So there's 1 out and a runner on first base. Seymour reaches on the fielder's choice, and Graham Mastros will step in with 1 out away in this 9th inning.
Yeah, Mastros already has a multi-hit day, trying to turn that in and add an RBI to it.
Mastros, 2 for 3. He's had a solid night. He's collected 2 of his team's 4 hits. He's looking to do damage with the bat. This pitch is fouled back into the fence. Yeah, at this point, you want to be aggressive offensively. Mastros looks at the off speed for a ball. Count moves to 2-1. 2 outs left for the Oilmen. They're down 4. On the verge of losing back-to-back games. Mastros looks at a strike. We're even at 2-2. Austin Pizer trying to strike out Mastros. The 2-2 in the dirt for a ball. It's a 3-2 count now for Graham. Austin Pizer trying to stay in this at-bat. This is sent to center field. Under it is Gavin Terry, and he makes the grab in right center. A really tough catch. But just like that, the Oilmen down to their last out.
Yeah, and it is Brendan O'Connor, but they would need a miracle to come back from this 4-run deficit.
Yes. Yeah, I guess you could go ahead, give the Corn Dogs the win unless something incredible happens.
History, it would have to be.
Yeah, the Corn Dogs really just looked solid all around. They only have 6 hits, but they found a way to score 4 runs, and it was the pitching that really did the job. Brendan O'Connor is 0 for 3 heading into this at-bat. He fouls this one out of play. And the last hope is O'Connor right here. Pizer trying to get the last out. Austin, the offering sent to right field. O'Connor is in for his first hit. Seymour advances to third on the single. And the Oilmen will have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Nice job by Brendan O'Connor doing what he can to extend this game at least.
And despite the fact that we were just saying this game may be all but over, I'm now starting to question that.
No, it's still going to need a miracle. They still haven't scored a run yet, but I like the thinking.
Yeah, Nick Doherty has done magic before in spots, hit some clutch balls and hit a walk-off, so he's definitely the man in a position to do it right now with Seymour on third.
He's batting .310. He's knocked in 15 runs. 15 RBIs is impressive through 58 at-bats. No home runs on the year for Doherty, but that's not exactly an easy thing to do. He's 0 for 3 in this one, and he swings and misses. There's 2 strikes on Doherty. 1 strike away from victory here in Crown Point. Austin Pizer comes set. Here's the 2-strike pitch. And advancing to second without a contest. It's an easy stolen base for O'Connor. Randy Seymour will score. And they avoid the shutout. How about that? They at least have that to build off of.
And just a weird play there.
Very weird.
From Nielsen to try and throw the pickoff with no one on base. I don't know what the thinking was there.
You have 2 strikes and 2 outs. Just focus on the batter. I don't understand the logic of trying to get a runner out on the base pass when all you need is 1 more strike.
Yeah, and now
there's still, here's the 2-strike offering, and oh my goodness, that just misses the zone. It's a full count on Nick Doherty. The Oilmen trail by 3 runs. Here is the payoff pitch. It is ball 4. Doherty advances on a walk, and Brendan Stressler will come up to bat. Stressler is the tying run,
Just like that.
And, he hit a go-ahead home run in the 8th inning a while ago, so he's no stranger to a big hit.
He definitely has a chance to do it right now. Just has to stay patient in the box.
That first pitch fastball is high and outside for a ball. Maybe the key to success is the scoreboard turning off. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we'll account it to that if a win does come in the Oilman favor.
Still a long way to go. Stressler looks at a ball. We're even at a 1-1 count.
The last thing you want to do if you're Pizer is walk another batter and get the bases loaded for this Oilman team.
This pitch in the dirt. Scoring from third is Brendan O'Connor. It's a 4-2 ball game. Nick Doherty stands in scoring position at second base. The thing is, you just need one more out if you're the Corn Dogs defense. Do not get rattled. Just need one out. Simplify this.
And let's throw you back to Nielsen. They were one strike away.
Yep, they were.
And Nielsen threw a ball away, and now magically 4-2.
This misses outside. It's a 3-0 count for Brendan Stressler. Man, things really have gotten interesting. I did not think this was in store for us.
We called it a miracle, and it looks like it may just happen here.
The 3-0 pitch misses high for ball 4. So the tying run stands at first base, and manager Justin Heisman will have a word with his infield. So stepping up to bat for the Oilmen is Brennan Phillips, and Phillips is 0 for 3 on the day. It's up to him to make something happen.
Yeah, and he hasn't had the greatest season, but I'll tell you what, this is the first time that I can say the Oilmen have the winning run up to the plate.
Yeah, or the go-ahead run.
Go-ahead run, my bad, not winning. They're not at the bottom of the ninth. They would still have to find a way to hold the Corn Dogs scoreless at the bottom of the ninth, but Brendan Phillips, what a game it would be if he could get a hit and score at least one of these runs, if not both.
Phillips coming into this game with just a 170 batting average. Phillips takes ball 1, and Austin Pizer really starting to teeter. Stressler stands at first, Doherty at second. The go-ahead run at the plate. This is the 32nd pitch upcoming. Phillips sends this to left field under it, and making the catch is Adam Walters. It ends the ball game. The Oilmen attempted to come back. They scored 2 runs in the 9th, but that ends it here from Legacy Fields. The Corn Dogs win 4-2. Catch the Oilmen in action tomorrow night. They play the Elkhart County Miracle in Napanee, Indiana. Jackson Baker and I, Charlie Harris, will have the call. We say so long. Thank you.